Science Center Pilke. Science Center Pilke, located in the timber-framed Pilker House on the banks of River Ounasjoki in Rovaniemi, invites you to see the forest like you've never seen it before. It is one of Rovaniemi's most popular attractions and a great place to visit for the whole family. The Science Center tells stories about the northern forests and the many connections people have with them. Forests are hugely important to us humans and to the whole world. They are a rich source of new materials and innovations, but also a habitat for plants and animals. The key message of Pilke is that using our forests sustainably is the key to a brighter future. At the Science Center Pilke exhibition, you will have the opportunity to explore the forest with all your senses and from many different angles. See a carbon sink in action, get behind the wheel of a forestry machine, and climb into a birdhouse to sing bird karaoke. See the forest for the trees at Pilker Science Center. The Pilker House can be regarded as the largest single item on display at Pilke. It is one of the biggest wooden office buildings in Finland. Pilke is the office building of Metsähallitus, a state-owned enterprise that manages and protects state-owned land and water areas. In 10 years of existence, Pilke has grown into a biocampus, hosting also the local office for Natural Resources Institute Finland and the Finnish Forest Centre. The building is an example of top expertise in ecological wood construction and is considered a masterpiece of Finnish architecture. Pilke expresses the environmental policies and values of Metsähallitus and complements Rovaniemi's cityscape. Pilker House was designed by architectural studio Arto Palo Rossitikka Architects, APRT, with Teemu Palo as the main architect. Wood is a renewable building material and there is plenty of it in Finland. Over 90% of the building's materials come from Finland. The colour of the building varies depending on the viewing angle. It gives a hint to the colour palette of the interior. Natural light, as well as views to Linus, the junction of Ounasjoki and Kemijoki rivers, play key roles in Pilke's architecture. Pilke's facade that opens towards the river Ounasjoki has windows of the height of the whole building. All offices have a view outside and most of them have a river view. The glass walls of the rooms also let natural light flow through the building. Pilke's main entrance is on the side of Ounasjoki Street by the sharp corner of the building. The entrance opens to a spacious lobby that houses Pilke shop. A generous use of wood makes the atmosphere of Pilke cozy and warm. Examples of Finnish wood design know-how can be found from spaces open to the public. The back wall of the lobby is covered with tuohi, wall element by Tapio Anttila, which is made from silver birch bark. The benches in the lobby are by Nolla Nolla from Turku. Art is also an essential part of Pilker House. Wooden birds by Actimir Ozir greets the visitors at the lobby. Aleksandru Lupu's Globetrotter at the cafeteria and massive leaf hanging above the Science Center exhibition by Finnish artist Karina Kaikonen can astound the visitors. Both Pilker House and the Science Center reflect the values of Metsähallitus. Metsähallitus was established in 1850, the same year as the law for the forestry was set. In Finland, the law obligates forest owners to use sustainable practices. For example, after each felling, the owner must make sure that new seedlings grow. Metsähallitus uses and manages 1/3 of Finland's land and water areas, as well as takes care of Finland's national parks. Metsähallitus promotes the sustainable use of natural resources, engages in nature conservation, and manages Finland's shared wealth responsibly across generations. Science Center Pilke is the main attraction at Pilker House, with 650 square meters of space. It occupies the basement floor of Pilke, reaching to the full height of the building. The exhibition is entered by descending from the main lobby along monumental oaken stairs. Forests are a big part of our everyday life, probably in ways you might not have expected. Did you know that ice cream, party dresses, and medicines can all contain wood as a raw material in some form? An overarching theme of the Science Centre is northern forests and the 4 perspectives of sustainability. Balancing these 4 sometimes conflicting interests of ecological, economic, social, and cultural sustainability can be challenging. This is best illustrated with our Balance of Sustainable Use exhibit, where visitors can test their cooperation skills. The exhibition floor is planned and constructed so that it can be freely roamed and experienced. Looking at the big tower and silver birch wall, you will find information on forest ecology. The Birth of a Forest exhibit invites you to explore cones, seeds, and seedlings of forest trees. Kick the pedal of the planting tube and look inside. That is the tool used to plant seedlings into the ground. Trees have a yearly cycle and their own rhythm of life. Carbon tree illustrates how a pine tree is fixing carbon in different environmental conditions. During the winter, growth and fixing decrease dramatically. Still, the growth period is intensive. The 16-metre tower illustrates how much forests in Finland grow in a second during their growth period, 16 cubic metres. Moving towards the huge harvester and the pine wall at the back, visitors are introduced to forestry and forest management issues. Forestry is a huge industry sector in Finland, where 77% of land areas are forested. The Forest Cluster exhibit illustrates the different actors in the field. Can you put them in place and make the wheels of the Finnish forest industry turn? Hidden below the stairs is a production plant of the future, a biorefinery. Biorefineries produce biofuels, bioenergy, and bio-based products from biomass. Different masses and extracts can be derived from wood, and their properties can be further modified. Wood is an astonishingly versatile raw material. What will it offer us in the future? Finally, we throw ourselves into the bosom of a spruce forest. The lower, darker space invites to relax and examine the cultural aspects of a forest. On average, a Finn spends time outdoors 150 times per year. We go for walks and hiking, pick berries, fish, and hunt. In Finland, you can enjoy every man's rights that are among the most extensive in the world. However, you are not allowed to do everything everywhere, not even on your own land. Test your knowledge on what you can do in the forest under every man's rights on the Every Man and Every Woman exhibit. Since hunting is a big part of the Finnish culture, the Science Centre also features a hunting simulator. This is the only place where you can hunt game without a license. Metsähallitus also sells hunting licenses for state-owned hunting grounds. Bioeconomy is a topic of increasing relevance with the challenges climate change brings us. Let Megatrends exhibit greet you downstairs and lead you into the global context. Population is growing and societies are urbanizing. How can we make our natural resources suffice? Bioera exhibit invites you to immerse yourself into the possibilities of renewable natural resources in solving future challenges and creating a brighter future. During the last 10 years, we have discovered more things from a tree than ever before. We already know how to make the same things from a tree that we now manufacture from oil. This is based on the increased knowledge on the science behind trees' structures and the ability to extract desired properties from them. It is a factory exhibit, zooms inside the different parts of a tree and explores what could be made from the different components and materials. Rotate the crank handle and follow the material cycle. How can a tree be a battery? Is wood really the smartest choice for construction? What kind of ecosystem services do forests offer us? You can ask questions and explore answers at Science Center Pilke. Pilker House Info Desk is also a part of Metsähallitus services. You can buy fishing and hunting licenses from Pilke Info and also get hiking advice regarding national parks and other hiking destinations managed by Metsähallitus. Whether you are interested in hiking, cycling, canoeing, or cross-country skiing, you are guaranteed to find suitable grounds and water areas in national parks, hiking areas, or managed forests. There are many day trip destinations around the city of Rovaniemi, such as the Arctic Circle hiking area. The great national parks of northern Lapland are also not too far. You will find maps and further information from Pilke Info and other nature centres operated by Metsähallitus. Pilker Shop serves tourists and residents that are looking for local and ecological products. Customers have a multitude of choices, ranging from reading experiences to mouth-watering delicacies and insightful products that brighten up the day. Everything in the shop is somehow connected to the forest, and the products showcase the various qualities and uses of wood. Pilker Shop brings experiences the forest offers for all the senses. Fruits of the forest can be seen, smelled, tasted, and touched. The shop caters for those who love learning, playing, and spending time outdoors, but also for those who are looking for well-being from the forest. A steering force in all product choices is sustainability. Metsähallitus is committed to promoting the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations as part of the 2030 Agenda, and Pilker Shop does its part too. Science Center Pilke is one of the 3 attractions accessible with the Culture Pass in Rovaniemi. The pass can also be bought from Pilke Info. Culture Pass is valid for 7 days and you can visit Pilke as many times as you want. It is especially popular among families. Welcome to Science Center Pilke.